It's winning time. Let me give you some players I love in week 13. Also, shout out to Mambas and Mambacitas. It's a black Mamba shirt. My dog got it for me. I'm actually about to go see him for Bros Giving. I'll see y'all boys soon. Gotta give the people what they want. Without further ado, quarterbacks I love in week 13. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert goes up against the Atlanta Falcons, who have allowed the second most points against the quarterback position. Justin Herbert should be able to get down. He's been top 6 in the last 5 weeks. Fire him up. Baker Mayfield going up against the Carolina Panthers. I mean, do I need to say much more? Panthers suck. They allow the third most points against the quarterback position in the last 5 weeks. Baker should be able to light them up. I'm also very stoked that we got Mike Evans back. Let's get it. Lastly, Bo Nix. Bo Nix has been on fire lately. Quarterback 3 the last 5 weeks. They go up against the Cleveland Browns, who have allowed the most points against the quarterback position in the last 5 weeks. Homie's gonna get it done. And Courtland Sutton has been fantastic this year. We'll talk about that man later. Wide receivers I love in week 13. George Pickens. George Pickens is going up against the Cincinnati Bengals, who have allowed the second most points in the last 5 weeks. It's a divisional matchup, so these teams know each other, and George Pickens knows how to get open. Fire him up. I love Courtland Sutton going up against the Cleveland Browns. Browns have allowed the 5th most points to the wide receiver position in the last 5 weeks. They're pretty bad against the receiver on the year, and Courtland Sutton's been balling. Number 2 wide receiver in the last 5 weeks. That's wild. I ain't gonna lie, didn't see that coming. You're already starting Justin Herbert? You should start the guy he's throwing it to, Lad McConkie. Lad McConkie's been the 8th best wide receiver the last 5 weeks. And the Falcons allow the 3rd most points to the wide receiver position in the last 5 weeks. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Fire him up. And for some players who were already going to start anyways, but I just figured I'd shout them out for having a great matchup.
Drake London, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp.
Running backs I love this week, Rashad White and Bucky Irving. Need to get a video of Bucky Irving because he's really leading this backfield right now. But I think both of them can be played this week. They're going up against the Carolina Panthers, who were projected to win by 5.5 points. Bucky Irving has been the 9th best running back in the last 3 weeks. And in the last 5 weeks, him and Rashad White have been in the top 26. And the Panthers are just bad against the running back position. Some people might be worried about James Cook against the 49ers. I'm not one of those people. I think you should fire him up. The 49ers have actually not been great against the running back position recently. The 3rd easiest matchup in the last 3 weeks. The 5th easiest matchup in the last 5 weeks. James Cook has been top 10 in the last 5 weeks. I'm thinking he eats this week. And if Brock Purdy plays, it could be a nice back and forth affair, which will force the Buffalo Bills to utilize him more. If it's a blowout, they'll probably bring in some backup. But if Brock Purdy plays, I think he's going to need to be utilized a lot more. And for players you're already starting, but I just want to let you know they have fantastic matchups.
Joe Mixon, Kyron Williams.
Tight ends I love this week, Pat Freiermuth. He hasn't been great in the last 5 weeks, but he has a really good matchup that I think you can utilize. Going up against the Cincinnati Bengals, who've allowed the 5th most points to the tight end the last 3 weeks, the 8th most points in the last 5 weeks. I think you can play him. I'm also firing up Cade Otton. I know he's been disappointed in the last 3 weeks, but I think he's a good play this week. The Panthers suck. So, who did I miss? Or who did I miss on? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell down below. Good luck in your matchups this week. I'll be dropping Pick'em right after this. And I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend, because mine's going great. Peace.